Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sideline Warnings. I'm your host today, JT. Always alongside me, two of my favorite people, two of your favorite people, Maddie V and Elijah Falafamui. Gosh, I just love that nickname sometimes, Elijah.
Falafel.
I just think it's the best because we haven't even talked about the nickname and how we have?
We did in season 1.
Dang it, dude. I totally forgot. It was so long ago. I mean, I just kind of missed that.
It was literally the first season. We had to explain why you called him Alphamui.
Oh, yeah. No, Alphamui is the
why you
middle
called him
name.
Falafamui.
But, man, bonkers. Anyway, thank you so much to Rail for letting us be here and film our segments. We really appreciate that. Shout out to Oxygen as well for letting us be here and promote our stuff and film our episodes. So shout out to you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Being able to find a location is really, really difficult, especially when you're lowly human beings like us and we have to fight and scrap to find those locations. So thank you guys so much. But fellas, as you know, we've done it every once in a while when I'm hosting, but I want to just get some 2-word check-ins and just see how we're doing. Let's check where we're at, and then we'll get into our episode. But Maddie, 2 words, how are we feeling right now?
Need coffee.
Need coffee.
I need coffee.
Wow,
got to get that energy back up.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
It has.
So, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but I'm ready to bring the energy back.
There's a song called Truck Bed and Waking Up on the Wrong Side of the Truck Bed. It's actually a really good song. Anyway, Elijah, let's go to you. Where are our 2 words? Where are we at? How are we feeling?
I feel like I used these last season. Proud and excited.
Yep.
It's a big episode for us. This is number 15. So we're like in the 10th percentile of all podcasts. Most of them don't make 14 episodes, but here we are.
Yes.
So proud of us sticking through it.
Let the naysayers know.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Here we are. We're still here.
It is pretty cool to say that and be able to stick around and manage each other's personalities.
Yeah.
One another. Matt still has a dog.
Still busy.
Still
It's why
busy.
I need coffee.
It's a
Still
cluster
busy.
trying to get together.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
But
Dog
we
takes
make
up
it
time.
happen. And
Yeah.
obviously, shout out to New York. Always on our butts about
Yeah.
making sure we're in line.
She's like our mom.
She is. And she
Pretty
does a
much.
great
You guys
job
okay?
of it.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
does.
okay.
Okay, so we're going to get into it. That's a little bit of our pre-practice. We're checking in with one another. We're seeing how we're doing. But we're going to get into Blitz on Cans, okay? And yes, we covered this in our earlier episodes of Season 2, talking about the Olympics. But I want to know how you guys feel with Noah Lyles. We talked about that a little bit. And his performance in the 100 and then his performance in the 200, running with the COVID and finishing 3rd. But how'd you guys feel about overall the 100 and the 200 for the men's? Like, highly competitive.
Yeah.
Like, all those guys are running extremely fast times.
Extremely.
Noah Lyles, his number 1 race is the 200. He gets a bronze. I know he wanted to. He talks about having, what is it called, the 2 for 2 or whatever?
Yeah.
The 2-peat and in the 1 and 2, which has barely ever been done. But how do we feel about
Owens, I think.
Usain
Or
Bolt?
Carl Lewis
No,
was the last
Bolt.
American to do it.
Oh, last
like that?
American. The
Yeah.
last American to win the 100 was Justin Gatlin in 2004.
Yeah.
That was to win the 100.
Okay.
But Maddie, how do you feel about Noah Lyles' performance? What do you think about him in general? Like, he comes out. I mean, you see the videos of him, and
Yeah.
like by the way, his
statements that he makes.
Yes. Like, how do you think?
Like how
What do you
many-
think? Yeah. What do you
like-
think about him and his?
And his whole ordeal, like, you're not the best in the world
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, first off, they are the best in the world.
Yeah.
That the best in the world go play in the NBA, the
Yeah.
NFL.
Yes.
They don't go play in European leagues.
Yes.
Or Serbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't unless you have, that's not where the best competition is. So
Yeah.
when you are a Super Bowl champ or an NBA finals champion,
Mm-hmm.
you are the best in the world, the
Yep.
best team in the world.
Yep.
So I understand what he's trying to say, but don't agree with what he's saying.
Sure.
I do like his showmanship a bit. I will have to say it gets more people in tuned with how he does his performance, like pulling out his Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Yu-Gi-Oh
each
cards.
time. And he's attracting a certain audience that majority of those Yu-Gi-Oh card collectors and stuff might not be paying attention
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
So he's bringing in a different audience. So got to respect him for his show, his talent, because he still performs. He still won.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's still placed in the 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, he's still a part of being this great. So he is backing up what he's saying. I don't want to see someone doing all this flash and show and
Sure.
not even on the podium.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
true.
I forget, was it a guy from Great Britain or Jamaica that even said, I could never be Noah Lyles because I'm not that outspoken.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Forget.
And you
Yeah,
need that.
it's true. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even Usain Bolt had his, let me pull this back. He had a
Yes.
signature move. You got to
Yes.
have the showmanship because your time on the stage or platform is 9.78 seconds
Yes.
or 19 to 20 seconds.
Yes.
You don't get a whole game in an hour. So he's impressive. Still fastest guy,
Yep.
doing his thing, able to showboat a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
still produce. I like the guy. Don't agree with what he's trying to. Maybe he was just trying to get some more audience for his
Sure.
statement that he said.
Sure.
Get some more publicity.
Sure.
Good for him.
Sure.
So thought he did well. Represented USA really, really well.
I not a huge fan of Noah Lyles.
Understood.
I don't like his strategy of having to put others down to lift himself up.
Yeah.
So his biggest thing right now is he really wants a shoe, and he wants a shoe like just now the Lyles 1 or the Lyles
Yeah.
2 or whatever. So Anthony Edwards just had his first shoe, and Noah Lyles was the first person to make a comment like, "We're going to give a guy who's never been in the NBA Finals a shoe, but I can't get a shoe." Why are you putting down Anthony Edwards? Like,
Yeah.
like there's no reason for you to do that. Just
Yeah.
say, okay, I'm very fast. I'm the fastest man in the world. I think I deserve a shoe. You don't have to go tear down the new young talent
Yeah,
who's gonna be the new face of the NBA here
Seriously.
pretty soon.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I think so.
You don't need to tear him down. Like that's your fellow American.
yeah.
And then you're literally going to tear down your other fellow American basketball players too,
Who also
Yeah.
won a
who
gold.
also won a gold.
Yeah.
And then I just have a whole long list of like, okay, you know when you see a NFL football game and they have their outfit, like the pregame outfit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
walking through the tunnel.
Yep.
Noah Lyles is the first track athlete to ever have a pre-track meet. Like,
Yeah, you're in a
Outfit.
warm-up
Yeah.
suit. You're in a speed suit, warm-up suit.
Yeah.
no, he wore the
No, I
Yeah.
know. That's
Yeah.
what you should be wearing.
Yeah.
You're in a jumpsuit the whole time.
and then he knew he had COVID for 2 days before the race.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, screw it, I'm still gonna run.
Yeah.
And like, bro, like you're kind of risking other people getting sick too.
Sure.
But
But
understood the circumstances why
Yeah.
competing.
but I
is
get
never-
it,
yeah.
you know, because your next chance is going to be in
4 years.
4 years.
4 years. Yeah.
And I will say, getting bronze with COVID is
Still
unreal.
impressive.
Crazy impressive.
So I think that his message is correct, but I think his way of going about it is
His
all wrong.
delivery.
Like
Yeah.
their delivery's terrible.
Yeah.
Like we know you're the dude.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep proving to us that you're the dude.
Yes.
You don't have to keep
we
saying
we
it.
get it, dude.
got
You're,
you,
you're good. You're doing great. Yeah.
He is. And he's 27. So, in terms of just being devil's advocate for competing with that,
31.
Like, yeah,
31,
you
he's
know,
out
like
of his prime.
31,
Out of it.
you're not. I mean, you see a lot of track stars start to fall off roughly around his
27.
age, right?
Yeah, around that age.
So for him, I mean, like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't necessarily agree with all the things that he does, but he does back it up on the
He
track.
does.
He does
Girl
back it
got
up
the
on the
gold.
track.
He does.
And it's just,
I don't think he
It's-
wins that gold if he doesn't.
And
do the
he
lean.
got humbled a little bit in the prelims
he
too.
totally did because
He
he
ran
lost.
a 10:04.
Yeah.
Which is terrible.
Yes.
For his standards.
For those guys,
I mean,
yes.
if you run a 10:04, you're a very, very
You're
fast
very
human
fast.
being.
You're very fast.
But
Yes.
for Noah Lyles, that's like nowhere close to what he should have been. And he proved us wrong the next day.
You're coming
Yeah.
second in the state of California high school.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, Sha'Carri ran a 9.98 split. Obviously, it's different.
Yes.
It's a split. It's not 100 meters, but,
Still, that's that's crazy impressive.
Yeah.
And we touched on that too.
She
What do
didn't
you,
even
what do
win.
you think he,
She lost too.
She lost, too.
right.
who's that?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
She did. She came in
She
second.
lost silver.
She came in second.
But the
To,
relay won, so.
Yeah. To
Just
St.
happy
Lucia.
she got- I'm
St.
just
Lucia.
happy she got to compete this year.
Me too.
That was such bull.
Did you hear about the deal where they said that they had to walk to the track meet and they weren't allowed to prepare correctly? I don't know if that's true or not, but it was Sha'Carri and somebody else. I think it was a Jamaican runner that they had to walk to the stadium. They didn't have a bus for them, and they weren't allowed to warm up properly before that 100-meter race. That might be something you guys can fact check me on in the comments, but I
blame
did
the
read
coach.
that.
I blame the coach. I blame the trainer.
Yeah.
They are the ones that are supposed to keep them on time from missing anything.
Yes.
Let the athletes stay
yes.
in their zone. You are going to represent
Yes,
America at the highest level.
highest level.
I get that you should also be like, okay, cognitive of what time you need to be at which bus and where, but that's what you have a team for. Where is
Yeah.
your coach to help you out with this?
Yeah, I agree, man. It's like they got to keep them on track. They got to keep them on schedule. This is their job. This
Yeah.
is their human that they need to be. Let the runners run. It's like what we talk about with like sports all the time. Let the players play. Coaches, you take on all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but in terms of Noah Lyles, I mean, yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Like the finger paint on the nails, like that's fine. That's his deal. But like
Caleb
there's just-
Williams does it.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. Like that's just
Did it in
yeah.
motocross.
Yeah, but it's just it's just interesting to see how each player. But I totally agree with you, Elijah. Like, don't bring down other guys.
You don't have to.
both. You don't have to.
Boost
Especially when
yourself
you're
up.
that good.
Yeah,
There's really no need to do that.
You're literally the fastest.
You're the
guy
fastest
in the world.
man
Yes.
on earth. No need
Yes.
to bring down anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
and another fun thing that I want to bring up too, as we kind of digress out of the Olympics, is preseason NFL football. Okay, so I've told you listeners before, our people in the stands, all of our people out there, that I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is my guy. I don't care what he does outside of some maybe extraneous situations, but he is the guy. He's my guy. Okay, and
Killed the guy. I still really like him.
yeah, I still like him, but it was maybe a bad decision. But Joe Burrow proposed preseason games and the NFL, like kind of like what the MLB does, like the Midsummer Classic of having the All-Star Week. I wanted to get your guys' input on this. He said that there should be 18 games throughout the year, 2 bye weeks.
oh, I saw something like
One
that.
for the team, and
Yeah.
then one All-Star Pro Bowl type deal, because it's not a game anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
it could-
all games.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like it
Yeah.
could be like the 7-on-7 and like the fastest guy and all those things. And he said they should have that during the year. So that gives the teams a little extra rest. That and push back the Super Bowl to, I think, President's Day
So
weekend.
the Monday you get it off.
So the Monday you get it off.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about my
Burrow
boy Joe?
coming in with some logic.
Yeah,
here,
what do you think
just
about my
dropping
boy
some
Joe Burrow and what
knowledge.
he says?
I think he's onto something.
Right.
He's definitely onto something. I'm sure that all the people who run the NFL, I'm sure they're not gonna say no to an extra week, because that's
Yeah.
an extra week of revenue.
Yeah.
And I think it just the logistics of it has to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna add another game, 17 is already a long
Yeah.
season for
So
these
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
16
And then
games.
16 games is
Yeah.
long for the players.
Yeah.
And then you want to make it 18. You have to give them 2 bye weeks.
Yes.
You have to. It doesn't. I mean, if you want to put it the Pro Bowl in the middle, okay, fine.
That's 16 without playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, it's just so much football. So you're gonna have to protect your assets, and you're gonna have to give them some rest.
Totally. I agree. Maddie?
I mean, it's all because of the evolution of our All-Star game
Mm-hmm.
in the NFL. I mean, before it made sense, you were still playing in a contact game. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
the highlight of Sean Taylor
Now it's
taking
flat.
out
Yes.
a punter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you don't want that mid-season. So I understood like why you'd wait to the end for in case of injuries, like you would see from all these All-Star games at the end for and bowl games and all that. Like, I get that from that point, but you're right. It's just dodgeball now and
Yeah.
flag football, and there's no contact. It's like, why not?
And that's
Yeah.
good. I think that's good.
I
Yeah.
also think that you can't do it in Hawaii because you don't want everyone traveling to Hawaii in that time difference.
True.
So now it's good because they do the All-Star game at the same location of the Super Bowl
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
week before. So now, but where's your location? Is
Yeah.
it a way for your Super Bowl venue also gets a mid-year revenue? Where are you going to have the games now?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because
it's
now
all-
you're reserving
yeah.
a whole nother weekend
Yeah.
on that property.
Yeah. I just think it's like, why
But he is onto
can't
something. I do. Sorry to
Yeah.
answer your question.
Yeah.
He's onto something because
Yeah.
of the evolution of the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
18 weeks, 2 bye weeks, faster play, more enticing, more football. I'm
Yeah.
about it.
So
why
if you-
can't
if you-
why can't they mimic it? Like mimic other sports. NBA does the same thing, right? All-Star
MLB.
Weekend, MLB does it.
So if we have an 18 game regular season and if you win the Super Bowl, what is that? Like, you played 21 games?
Well, it depends. Were you the wild
Yeah.
card
Yeah, if
or
you're
did
the
you get
wild
a
card,
first round
could've-
bye?
You could have got
Yeah.
a bye, wild card.
If you're
Dude,
a wild
that's
card, the
so-
longest is what? It's 3 games to the
To the
championship,
championship.
and then another one for the Super
So
Bowl.
22,
Dude.
16,
18.
games, 6, 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, 20. Yeah,
We're really, as you guys saw, we haven't improved our math
mathematicians.
skills from the first
we're
season.
mathematicians.
That's a
out here.
lot of football, dude.
That
That
Alex class didn't help.
Yeah, I think that
That is a lot of football.
it is. It is. It's
And
just
you're only
like
giving 2 bye weeks unless you're the number 1 seed, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks? You got a whole week,
a week off. Yeah.
for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, because the AFC NFC Championship, right, is
give you a week
2 weeks
and then,
before.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do you think we should shorten the NFL season?
No, can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You got to go. You got
It's
to go.
money gone.
Yeah.
That's they can't.
An
there's
8 and
no
8
way.
season, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. You
Can't do it.
If you narrow it down to 10, like say you're 5 and 5.
Like I feel like with the NFL and the way that their mindset works, you can always increase the games, but you can never go backwards.
Yeah.
in
It's
my
true.
opinion, you know.
It's true. Once you do something, you kind of got
Once
to
you see the money,
Yeah.
Do you really
just
need
an
4
extra
preseason games?
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
No one even plays in the first one.
Nobody does.
yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm totally with you on that. It's like there's so many different things that they can do, but they also at the same time always have to go with the money and where's the money at, right?
yeah.
But yeah, okay, good. And then that brings me into what do we in terms of NFL football season this year? Like, how are our Niners looking? How do we feel about the
Should have worn my Niner jersey.
How do we feel about the San Francisco 49ers?
That we're beat up right now, but still going to be unbelievable.
Did you see all the trades with Ayuk and the possibilities with that? And where
So
they were
many
gonna
things
go?
that we can do with him.
So many things. I agree. And what about we haven't even covered our Ricky Purcell.
Yeah.
What do we think about that? Like that?
I mean, our 4 wide receivers right now,
Yeah.
keeping Ayuk, Jennings, Ayuk, Pearsall, Debo, Cheese.
He's a dude.
He is a dude. Yeah, he is a dude.
He's a straight dude.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see.
How Shanahan utilizes
Yes,
all
I
of
know.
these tools.
Yeah.
Can we keep it? Can he stay healthy?
I mean, that's a question for everybody.
That's
Can
true.
everybody stay healthy?
Can
That's
everyone
true.
stay healthy? Because
Yeah,
we have
true.
so many weapons.
Like preseason right now, you're looking at the backfield
Yeah.
and Elijah Mitchell's banged up just in the preseason. Like
Yeah.
your first round in that first preseason game, you were out like your 3 running backs. You
Right.
we brought Matt Breida back
Yeah.
That's true.
just for him, who was a great 2 back for us, and now it's
Yeah.
like, can you get the 3rd or 4th spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, the NFL is it's so tough. I mean, we heard when Mafi ended our season, like how tough it is. Like, he talks about that
It's grind.
and whatnot. But all right, cool. Well, fellas, that'll wrap up our Blitz on Can section for today. We're going to go to good on good, but rather than being in sports and we kind of have go in and go out and, everyone's like, oh, well, is it a sports podcast? It's like, no, we kind of just talk about everything.
It's a guy's
It's
podcast.
about life.
Yes. And I want to talk about boys trips. I want to talk about the fellas trips. You scroll through all of the what's it called? Your Instagrams and your TikToks, and you watch these YouTube stuffs, right? And everything is about golf. And we love golf. We've already talked about golf. But what about on your boys trips? Because when you try and set up an annual boys trip, it's actually quite tough. Everybody's got stuff to do. Everyone's got stuff to do. And it's like, okay, we'll set a firm date every year and we kind of just roll. What are some must-haves for a boys trip? Fellas trip, you're going, let's say we're all going to, Chicago, or we're going to, New York, or
You
whatever
need
it
the
may be.
instigator,
What's that?
the
Please.
person that is going to bring the energy and instigate everybody to do
Yes.
the more exciting
Yes.
things,
Yes.
and also not always the best things.
Yes.
I like to call them a pacer.
A pacer.
A pacer.
You need a pacer. Somebody who's kind of crazy, who's
Yeah.
always down.
Yeah.
Always
gets
down.
the crowd going. Then you got to have like a group dad. Keep you on track.
The planner.
You're the planner.
Planner, okay.
Because when you get 9 dudes, probably 8 of them have no clue how to plan.
Sure.
No
Right,
one
this
even
guy-
knows where the restaurant is
Yeah.
that we're trying to eat at. Oh, we're fine with getting microwavable pizzas.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
Oh,
weekend.
dude, just the whole flights,
Yes.
how we're getting to the
Yeah.
airport,
Yes.
who's all coming back.
Where
home,
are we
Yes.
staying?
Where are we staying?
Where-
What are we eating?
So
Yes.
you need a dad. Of the
How are
group.
we going to travel, or how do we what's transportation like when we're there?
Yes.
Like there's one solid dude who's usually in charge of it, and don't mess up his flow because he's basically like trip dad. He's the dad of the trip.
No one thinks of this, but
Yeah.
on a dude's trip, you need some what's it called? Bathroom spray.
Absolutely.
Bathroom spray.
You don't
Great
think
job.
about this.
Wow.
Yes.
So if you're going to a place and you got one bathroom, that's
You
bad.
better bring some
So,
poopery.
you gotta have-
some Febreze.
Yeah.
You got to have, like an enforcer, a pacer, and then you kind of have to have a group mom and in some sorts.
Like a team mom,
like
for
a
the
team
squad?
mom. Like
I thought you called him a dad first.
No, there's two different ones. So the team
Whoa.
mom, dad, or the team guy who's like a mom,
Yeah.
makes sure that everyone gets home safely. We stick together as a group.
Yeah.
They're like keeping proper hygiene,
Yeah.
like showering and stuff like that, because it's all guy trip. Like, dude,
Sure.
Like, to be honest,
Sure.
just keeping it in check. So you gotta have those.
Make sure
there's
you get your
roles here.
deposit back from the Airbnb.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Then you gotta have somebody who's working the finances.
Yes.
Like, okay,
Who's
this is
splitting the bill?
Who's splitting
Where
the
are we
bill?
going?
How much? You know what I mean?
Who's
Like,
calculating?
it's not fair if one guy spent, $500 and you got freeloader over here
Sure.
who didn't spend a dime.
That's true.
He just signed an NFL contract. Let him go.
I know.
That
What a
happens.
guy. What a
that
jerk.
Well, okay. So we got logistics. Have the team mom. Have the team dad.
Have
the
to.
pacer.
Were you looking for items or like type of people? Like,
Well, I like where you guys went with it. I mean, I'm kind of just let you guys
Just letting us flow
I
with
was
it.
looking for
you need
whatever
golf
you guys
clubs.
want. Okay, good. What else?
Well, you
Okay.
can't
Never done
not-
it.
Yeah.
Never golfed on a trip.
Well, you just picked golf.
Oh, bro, you just
Yeah.
picked it up. That's one of the best because
It's one of the
golf
game-
is one of those sports where you can literally
Play it
have
anywhere,
fun the
yeah.
day before and then go play the next day. It might hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
5
but
hours.
you can still go.
Yeah, gotta make
So,
the tea time.
with the must-haves,
You got to
you're-
make sure that mom is there to make sure we make
Yes.
tea time.
See?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're talking about must-haves in terms of personalities on the guys' trip. I'm talking
Yeah.
about must-haves in terms of, are we going to watch a baseball game? Are we going to catch a football
So,
game?
round
Are we
of
gonna-
golf.
Yeah. Okay. So round of golf. What about
of golf.
nightlife? Necessities to have an epic.
You got to have
trip.
at least, if you aren't going to a club, at least a restaurant, then plans afterwards, like to go to a bar or something like famous in that area.
Yeah.
Something well known. So you're not just going to some rinky dink. From there, if you're like, yeah, let's go to a dive bar or something, walk the streets and then you can find something.
True.
Yeah.
With that, the pacer. The
pacer.
The
Yes.
pacer will find something.
And then also the pacer has to kind of get with the locals
Yeah.
to get us some clues on where to go and what to do, kind of thing. So that's on the job of the pacer. He's got to scope the place out from whoever's been there, just to lead us in the right direction.
Okay. So of us three right now, what would be our roles? Because I'm going to plan the Sideline Warnings guys trip for next summer.
You're the pacer.
Okay. So I'd be the
No doubt.
pacer. Okay.
You're mom and dad.
yeah.
Really?
And I'm just there.
Really? Matt would be the mom and dad?
Yeah.
Matt's got to book everything,
It's
make sure
2024.
everybody
You can do it.
They,
Wow.
them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And then what are you doing?
Just hanging
You're
out.
the
hanging
freeloader?
out.
You're the
I'm the
freeloader?
freeloader,
You're the
yeah.
freeloader?
Yeah, that's me.
Great time, Elijah.
Oh
Hey,
my
I'm the
gosh.
youngster, dude. You guys are supposed to take care of me.
What about location wise? Okay, so let's say we're in California, right?
We did this one with Hardy, didn't we?
I know
That's
we
bachelor
talked,
par-
but that was bachelor
parties.
parties. I'm talking like guys trips.
Gray Eagle.
Gray Eagle would be a good spot. That's
Gray
the
Eagle's a
cup.
great spot for all those. We do this Langridge Cup.
Yeah.
That's in Gray Eagle. If you don't like hiking or golf, then Gray Eagle's not for you. It's that simple. And you don't go up there in the winter because there's like 9 feet of snow and you can't do anything unless you're a cross-country skier.
Yeah.
Kind of for guys trips, I think you gotta have to have a place where you can gamble, because guys love to gamble. So if there's like a casino or something like that, and
Yeah.
we're not saying like gamble over your head.
Sure.
Didn't you host an episode about not gambling?
This is a guys
The
trip.
troubles.
Yeah,
of
this is
gambling?
guys trip. We're
This is
talking
a guys
guys trip.
trip. This happens once every 5 years or so.
Whoa.
No, we're
Yes.
trying to have once a year.
I was about to say, your guys' trip
See
is
how that goes, guys.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. So I mean,
If you make it an annual thing,
Yeah.
they can't say no.
That's true.
like March Madness in Vegas, right?
That's true. The vague trip for March
Langridge
Madness
Cup
is-
every
Cup.
year.
It's the same weekend. If you make it the same weekend, you have more
It's the weekend
opportunities
after
for guys to
Father's
go. Yeah, exactly.
It's an
Weekend after Father's
Day.
anniversary of
Yeah.
your friends.
Yes, exactly.
True.
And I'm a huge advocate for boys trips. It's like whether you do 4 days or 2 days, like you got to do them. Like
Maybe.
there's all my buddies at Indiana. I miss you guys. I love you guys. I'd like to boys trip with them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you go Austin, Texas, and you go, or you meet somewhere in the middle. That's like super great. It's like 2 hours. Denver, Colorado. You know, like
Yeah.
good spots that have that. But yeah, I agree with Elijah. You got to have because then we were talking about that in season 1. It's like everybody puts $100 in.
Yeah.
We all got one bet that we're rooting for. We're rooting for whoever the home team is
Yeah.
that night, and we're either winning together or we're losing together, and we're having a good time
Yeah.
with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
is good stuff.
You
And
guys
then
told me about
that
that.
money you just parlayed into the night activities, whatever you guys
Yeah,
do.
just
So like rounds
you
are
wanna
done.
Buy
and-
dinner or
yeah,
something
exactly.
like that.
Dinner
Yeah.
like that.
We should try and get a Sideline Warnings boys trip to St. George.
That is a very easy trip to do. That is a very easy. Nan and Pops, I know you guys watch. The boys want to come to St. George, and we shall do.
We'll bring New York. She'll help out.
Yeah, she will. We can film in St. George. We can go meet Losi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malosi Golf.
Yeah, we'll meet him.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, no,
Huge fan.
he's good, dude.
He is good.
Shout out Malosi. Here we go.
Yeah,
Let's
here
get
we
on
go,
it. Let's
dude.
go. Let's get a trip going when we come out to Utah. Be ready to get mic'd up.
Yeah, well, boys trips in general. So for our viewers out there, people in the stands, boys trips, girls trips too. Like have them all, man. Like make sure you make that time to spend with your friends because, like we say, everyone's busy. Okay, so I got really excited about this. We're moving away from
People got dogs.
People got dogs. We're moving away from blitz on cans. We're going into play the game. Okay, you guys are going to need your whiteboards for this.
Yes.
All right.
PTG. Play the game.
You guys are ranking these. We're big on rankings. We like rankings. But the first one that I have, and we're going on beers, okay? But we're not talking about
How many are we
Coors
talking?
Lights. We're not talking about Bud Lights. We're not talking about what type of beers. There's 9. Okay?
9?
There's 9. Okay? I'm going to give you 9 different, what's it called?
Beers.
Types of beers to have. You then need to rank them all. Okay? The first beer, and this could be in any order. This is your order.
Crazy.
Number 1, the first beer. You're gonna
Oh,
wanna
This
write
is
them down.
blind.
That's literally what it's
That's
called.
literally it is. The
beer.
first beer.
This is blind.
No, this
No.
is not blind.
Oh, got you.
The first beer that you have on a Saturday after
I see.
watching
Yeah.
the
It's up
5
there.
p.m. game
It's up there.
of Notre Dame versus Texas A&M on August 30th, 5 p.m. The first beer. Number 2, possibly my favorite. Number 1, the airport beer. Number 3, the sporting event beer. The beer you have when you go to a Giants game or you go to a Niners game or whatever event it may be.
Okay.
Number 4 is the shower beer.
Had one of those recently.
How can you not enjoy the shower beer?
Makes you look better when you're done.
Yes. Number 5 is the couch beer,
Oh, up there.
Sounds
the
like
one that
everybody.
is served to you
Oh,
while you're sitting on a couch.
Whoa.
That's up there.
Served. Wow, we're
Yes.
talking top notch over here.
Sorry, I had 8.
That's big time.
Number,
Working
what
on
is
that
that?
number
Number
9.
6 is the plain beer when you are on a plane and you are having a beer.
Very different from airport.
Very different.
Very different.
Number 7 is the vacation beer.
Vacay.
That beer you crack on vacation, the one I just went on when we were
I
in
knew you were
Maui.
about to say that.
And every vacation beer tasted like heaven. And number 8 is the boat beer. The beer that you have on the boat.
I'm surprised you didn't say victory beer.
Oh, I did not. We can add that. Victory
That's
beer.
number 9.
Number 9
Victory
is the
beer.
victory beer.
It's like Victory Bell.
Yes, Victory Bell is huge.
For all
Victory
those that
Bell is
don't know what
huge.
Victory Bell, JT.
Every win that we have when we coach, I go get Taco Bell. And I call it the Victory Bell. Okay, rank those.
Sounds like Elijah's already ready to go.
I know it's tough. I know it takes a
Oh,
little
man,
long.
this does.
I got 2 for us. I saw this one and it was like, I have to do it with the guys because it's so fun. And you'd never think that there's so many different types of beers that you enjoy,
Yes.
but each one hits in a different way.
Elijah, if you're ready to go, hit it.
I'm not.
They're almost there. For our viewers, that was quite a few of beers that we mentioned.
A lot
None.
of reasons to drink a beer.
None has went its way alone, and plenty of people have enjoyed these types of beers. But I think mine is the airport beer would be one. There's just something different about having that airport beer. You know you're going somewhere. You're enjoying. No stress.
All right.
You're already through security. Maddie, hit us.
So for number 1, I went Victory because nothing tastes better than a victory.
True that.
Celebrating.
True that.
Love it. Then the first beer. Oh, a nice hot day. Haven't had one in a while. To start the day, nothing tastes better.
Yes.
Nothing tastes better. Shower beer. Classic.
Yes. Classic.
Been learning this since college.
Yes.
You look better. You feel better.
Yes.
You are better. You get a head start on the night.
Yes.
Vacay beer because you're already in a great place. Vacation.
Yes.
Enjoy it. Just like you said, everything was heavenly. Airport because it doesn't matter what time it is. You can start your vacation then.
Yes.
Start your vacation. Boat at number 6 because
Love boat beers.
solid boat beer.
Too.
The only reason it's so low is because I don't have the option to get on a boat that
That's
often.
true. That's fair.
So, but a boat beer is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Sporting event dropped so low for me because of how expensive they can get.
Yes. Okay.
It's too expensive for boat. And again, for a sporting event, plane beers are also highly expensive. You go from the airport to the plane and all of a sudden it just raises $5. Like it's unbelievable. And then of course my least favorite would be the couch. Not that it's the least favorite. It's just the most common.
Yes, it is.
Everything else is way more exciting than that. I would like to have a beer anywhere else than on my couch. My couch is there by default.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh God.
Elijah, enlighten us.
There is nothing better than the first beer.
Okay.
So for me, the first beer is probably the best tasting one, especially when it's cold and you've been looking forward to it. Victory beer. We just won a game, so we're gonna get a nice little victory beer in. Airport beer. This is like we're getting the boys trip going. We're getting the
Sure.
vacation going.
Sure.
So that's always good. And time does not exist in an airport. So
It's true.
Does not matter when you're drinking.
5 o'clock somewhere.
In the air. Yep, exactly. Couch beer served to you cold. I'm that guy who likes to sit down on the couch and drink a beer or two. And when it gets served to you, that was the kicker.
Oh, okay, good.
You did say that. I was very tricky.
I did throw that in
I
there.
didn't have to go up to the fridge and get it myself. It
No,
got
you
served
did
to me.
not.
I couldn't tell you the last time a beer was served to me on the couch.
Oh man,
Teach Bo.
He should
I'll be
already know
real
he's
busy
trained.
for that. I'll be real busy.
We got vacation beer, okay, because you're already in paradise, drinking a beer,
Yes.
great feeling. Like if you're on the beach,
Oh, yeah.
see the sun,
Best.
perfect. Plain beer, it's a little lower, just lower than airport beer. It is expensive, but you're keeping the party going, especially if you're on a short
Yes.
flight.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you're on a short
Problem.
flight,
If you're on a
you go-
long flight, it sucks.
yeah, if you're on a long flight, it's like, you got to pee.
Yes,
and then,
exactly. Exactly.
It's sometimes if you hit it wrong, you might feel a little sick.
Yes.
Like
Could put you
Yeah.
to sleep.
could put you to
Good.
sleep.
Yep.
This is one of the trickiest ones of them
Yeah.
all. Boat beer, not a big boat guy, but I have had beers on a boat. So if I had it more often, yeah, I'd have it.
I have had a beer
Shower beer, come on, bro. Like you're either really, really messed up and you want a shower beer, and if you're starting off the night with shower beer, just take the shower and drink the beer after you shower.
All right.
In my opinion,
Fair enough.
Tell
Sporting
me you
event
didn't
bar?
go to college. Tell me you went to you didn't go to college. Though. Tell me you didn't go to college.
sporting event beer. There's a reason why people pregame. It's because the beers are too damn expensive at the
Too
games.
damn.
That's
Too
it.
damn high.
Too damn high.
Well, too damn bad.
Too damn
Tired of
high.
this, Grandpa.
All right. Love that one. So now we'll move into Gatorades by their color.
Oh, we're still ranking.
Still ranking. This is the second one.
Man, I'm already going to put my first one up there. I already know what I want.
Gatorades by color. And by the way, if you call them by their actual name and you call it Glacier Freeze, you're a cop. You're a
Glacier
cop.
Freeze is light blue.
It's light blue.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
over here going, what is that?
No,
Light blue.
it's not Fruit Punch. It's red. Okay. So
Yeah.
Gatorades by colors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 1 is red. Number
I'm
2
already
is
filling mine
blue.
in.
Number 3 is yellow. Number 4 is purple. 5 is light blue. 6 is white. And 7 is orange. Rank your favorite Gatorades by taste. Yep. This one's a little quicker.
I already started filling them out.
I
before
know
you
you. I
started
know. I
going.
saw that. I saw that. Gatorades are tough though to especially if you go to like a 7-Eleven and they don't have the color
Yeah.
that you'd like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. But Elijah's ready. Elijah, go ahead and hit us.
I got blue in the 1.
Okay.
Blue in the 1, reliable. Okay, I got yellow at the 2. Yellow at the 2. Purple at the 3. Love it. What's it? Grape flavor. Love it. Orange 4. It's pretty good. I like the orange. Red. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
White. Whatever. Light blue tastes disgusting.
Okay.
Light blue. Last one.
Maddie.
We are very similar in number 1. Blue is the
Blue
best
it is.
one.
by
Blue
far.
it is.
Red. I just like fruit punch and red.
Sure.
Yes, big fan of that. Purple.
Purple's good.
Purple and red. It could have been vice versa for me.
Yes.
Depends on it. Orange.
I'm a fan.
I love it.
I'm a fan.
It's basically orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You can have this in the morning for breakfast and feel fine.
Oh, yeah.
True.
It's the only color. If you have red, it's a little weird. You can't have purple or blue
Red
in
for
the
breakfast.
True.
morning. Can't. Too much dye.
Agreed.
Orange, like it. Light blue, I had nowhere really to put it. Yellow, I only have when I'm sick.
Yeah, that's true.
You only have yellow when you're
Yeah.
sick, which is why it's so high. Elijah's not healthy. And white.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, bro.
And white.
My gosh, catching strays.
Oh my God.
Throwing it at Elijah
Jesus Christ.
for throwing out that you're just a terrible person for having a beer in the shower. It's coming for me on the first
You
one.
might have a problem.
Coming for Elijah on this one.
Oh, man.
Elijah's always sick.
Wow.
Wow.
And then white. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the white one
White's
at all.
Whatever.
Got it. All right.
What flavor is white?
I think it's cherry.
Cop.
Cop.
You know who calls cops? Cop.
Cop. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. You're just a cop. Oh, right.
What do we
Well,
got?
then what's orange?
I don't know. Orange.
Cop.
Orange
Cop.
is
Cop.
orange. I did have one more. I kind of want to do it, and we're gonna go through with it. We're going bottled water. Bottled water.
I already know which. Hang on, how many numbers?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Before we start this,
I already know it's at
why
the
do
bottom.
people hate Dasani?
Why do people hate Arrowhead?
Arrowhead's nasty.
Yeah.
Dasani's not that bad,
The
dude.
point
I
of
don't
the game
think
is us
Dasani's
to
that
rank
bad.
them. Let's talk about it after we rank it.
Here
Because
we
I already
go.
know number 9's Arrowhead.
Okay, good, because that's on the list. Number 1, Evian. Number 2 is Fiji.
Oh,
Number 3, Refresh.
up there.
Number 4 is Smart Water. Number 5 is Arrowhead. We all know where that's going.
Wait, what was 4?
Smart Water.
Smart.
6 is Dasani. 7 is Crystal Geyser. 8, Pure Life.
Who drinks that?
And
Next is
9 is Essential.
Next is.
Essential. They come in those big waters.
You should have
They say
done
they're
liquid.
out-
You should have put
Yeah.
in
Plus sign.
liquid death.
No, that's like sparkly.
Oh.
We're going bottled
Sparkling
straight
water.
waters.
Sparkling water.
Go ahead, Elijah. Oh, you're not done?
I thought this was. It is funny to see what people pick what water. It really is, and it's a tough one.
I don't even know.
I'm a big Crystal Geyser guy.
So
I
am
love
I.
Crystal
My one.
Geyser. I think Crystal Geyser's the
That's
best.
my one, yeah.
Evian. People are big on Evian too.
Why not Voss? You should have thrown Voss in there.
Oh, I didn't put Voss. I didn't think about Voss. Water.
water.
This kid drinks Boss water.
Voss water.
Boss water. Oh, that's the best. That movie Grown Ups is really tops. It's like so funny. All right, Evian, Fiji, Refresh. That's how you're supposed to say it.
I'm not questioning you on that.
There's an E at the end.
Thank you.
Refreshy.
I've just been putting refresh because I don't know what it is.
Dude, honestly, they all taste the same besides Arrowhead.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sorry, that was really
Elijah's
loud.
ready. Let's hear it, Elijah.
I got
Bold
Crystal in the 1.
Okay.
Super, super reliable.
It is reliable.
Super reliable. It's
Agreed.
everywhere.
Agreed.
Great packaging.
Yes.
Love it.
Been
Fiji.
around a long time.
Fiji. Just because we're poly. Got to give it to him.
We are.
Made
Refresh.
by white
Another
people.
reliable one. Evian's good. I don't get it a lot, but it is good tasting water. The essential water is pretty bougie, I think. I
Yeah.
don't get it much, but you get it in like an airport.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's pretty good. Puree. Life. At 56. And then looking after these, Dasani's probably a little lower.
Yep.
I put Smart Water below Dasani though.
I'm not a fan of Smart.
And then Arrow's just the worst.
Agreed.
Terrible.
Maddie.
Smart water's number one.
Smart's your one?
I get it all the time.
Wow.
Everywhere I go.
Is it because they're 2 for $4?
Every
Yeah,
single
they're
time.
always 2 for
and they
4.
always fit in the cup holder.
And they're always like the leader, the bigger
Always
ones.
the leader.
Yeah.
Always. And
Yeah.
it makes you smarter.
Yeah.
Okay. Essential. Because it's bougie and it's basically the same. And I have a bottle in the back of my car that I keep refilling and make people
is.
think that I have essential water. It's not true. Fiji. Love the cup. That's the biggest downfall for Fiji. Is the cup doesn't fit in anything.
Because
Yes.
square.
It's a
it's square.
square. It's a rectangle. Like why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good water.
It's good water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Evian, fancy pants stuff.
Yeah.
Bottle's got mountains on it. It's pretty
does.
cool.
It
Good
does.
stuff. Crystal. I actually don't like the packaging. I think the bottle's too flimsy. All the caps are always built and pushed inside and
Yeah.
never sits right.
True.
Still tastes good. Basically, everything's based on the bottle.
Fair enough.
It's based on the bottle. Dasani, I don't think people like it because is it owned by Coca-Cola?
Yep, it is.
Too much conglomerate.
It is.
Corporation, big corporations. Pure Life, never had it at the bottom. Refreshy, never had it. It's at the bottom. And then
Oh, you've
Arrowhead's
had
the
it.
worst thing in that.
You've
in the
had
world.
You've had
Refresh.
Refresh.
It's the Safeway water.
Refreshy. Oh, is that what
Safeway.
that is?
Yes,
Yeah.
Refresh.
Okay, I still put it where it is. And then Arrowhead
How are they still in
is
business?
the
dude?
worst thing.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Unless, don't get me wrong, in our coach's office, we are sponsored by Arrowhead.
Yes.
And we get Arrowhead water. And out of a water cooler, it's actually really good. If
That is
the
good.
Arrowhead is cold,
Yeah, that's true.
it's fine.
That's fine.
But when it's room temp,
Yeah,
Terrible.
that's when you taste the difference.
terrible.
I agree.
Okay.
All
There you
right.
go. Thank you.
Moving on. Play the game. Let us know what you guys like in our comment section. Tell us what you guys and what your rankings are. We're moving on to scout teams, but I'm calling this section play action. Similar to what Maddie had earlier in our episodes of season 2. He had a fact or fake. I'm calling this the play action. I'm going to give you guys some facts. You guys are going to tell me if they're a real or a fake as well.
Runner pass.
Like run or pass. Exactly. Number 1,
Go for
the
it,
average
punt.
American eats nearly 13 pounds of ice cream per year.
True.
True.
True. That is true.
13 pounds. I had 13
True.
pounds in the past month.
13 pounds of ice cream.
In a year. Easy.
Those are rookie numbers, man.
13 pounds of ice cream in a year?
In a year.
In a
365 days.
Yeah.
How much is in a pint? I got down a pint right now.
right
I
now.
don't know.
No problem.
In the shower.
Number
Out of it.
2, fewer than 7% of NCAA athletes go on to be professional. Fewer than 7%.
True.
Oh, true.
That's true.
Like
Actu-
1.2.
Isn't it way
Yeah.
lower than 7?
It's like 0.001
I
or
gave
something
us-
like that. How about this one? Hold on, let me find it. Sorry. Where did it go? Dang it. Okay. More than a quarter of American adults meet the U.S. guidelines for physical activity. More than a quarter of American adults.
I'm say false.
I'm going to go true just to
I'm gonna say false.
get us on different pages.
True and false?
Yeah.
The answer is false.
I'm gonna say
So
false.
fewer than a quarter of American adults meet the U.S. guidelines for physical activity.
I believe it.
I
Though.
believe it.
I only said it just so I can not have the same answer as the last.
That's fair. I mean, literally, if America is one of the most obese
I know.
Yeah.
countries in the world. I think that has to do with what they're putting in the food, though.
I don't know what they're putting in the food, but they're putting something in the food.
Well, you listen to people who go to like Europe and stuff,
Yeah, they lose weight.
and they lose weight eating exactly what they ate in
the
America.
same crap that we're eating. Well, it's not the
Amazing.
same, but
I was dieting on KFC and McDonald's when I was living in Europe, and I lost weight. I was at like 190 playing.
Literally insane.
Solid.
Solid.
let's go to Europe.
You are solid. You are solid. Where'd you live in Europe?
Prague.
Yeah,
Czech
we know.
Republic.
Yeah, we know. The United
did
States
not
has
have a dog
collected.
there.
The United States has collected less than 1,100 gold medals in the history of the Olympic Games. The United States has collected less
Well, they're at
than
100
11.
They're like at 111 right now
Correct.
or they were for this
Yep.
summer.
You said under 100. Wait,
Under 1,100.
false.
Let's go over. Take the over.
That is false. America has collected.
under?
No,
No, we
it's
were both
false.
right.
You guys are right. America has collected more than 1,100 The actual number, I don't really have, but
Okay.
that was one of my
more than that?
statistics. Yep, it was more than 1,100 in the history of the Olympic Games.
History.
And annually, last one, annually, American drivers cover a combined 2.6 trillion miles annually.
Oh, trillion's a big number.
Americans drivers.
True.
True.
That is true.
True. I'm so good at this game.
You guys were good.
So good.
You guys went 4 or
Oh,
5.
Maddie.
I think Maddie just did that just to be
I know.
on different. But I mean, the
should
questions
both
were
be
why they
they're
call
kind
me
of
mom
amazing.
and dad of the
13
trip.
pounds of ice cream,
Got to
Like-
keep the game going.
Dude, if you think about it, you can do it.
a pound of ice cream a month, over a pound of ice cream a month.
If you put it like that, it's not that much.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, ice cream is really good.
Yeah. And you can eat a lot of it.
You can.
I know. I finished a pint last night myself.
See?
Okay.
There you go.
Here's a good one to
Writing
end on
episodes.
our gasser section. Thank you for New York for helping me out with this one. Gasser section. Gassers are nourishment. We all know that. Morning practice versus evening practice.
Oh,
How do we feel? We've coached a long time. We've done both. We've been a part of different, what's it called? Winter conditioning, spring practices, summer practices, practices in the season. What did you like as a player? And what do you like as a coach? We'll start with you, Elijah.
both as a player and as a coach, especially as a coach.
Both
since you're an
what?
adult. Morning.
Oh, morning.
Like you get, I mean, even for the kids, like, okay, we come in 6 o'clock and then by 9 you're done.
Yes.
So when you're a kid, you have your whole rest of your summer
Sure.
just from 9 to, and you still got to get to bed at a reasonable hour, but
Yeah.
you can get up. It's not in the middle of your day, so you can plan anything you want
Yep.
throughout the day. And then as a coach, let's say, we all have other jobs,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just go to work after that, and after working, you just go home.
Yeah.
I think it's great morning.
Maddie, practice as a player and as a coach.
As a player in the evening, as a coach in the morning.
Why in the evening as a player?
It gets colder as practice goes through.
Yeah.
It's easier. I feel like you're more awake. A lot of the stress that you've had to deal with that day, you're not worried. Like if you didn't do your homework
Sure.
or something, get
true.
done. You're not stressed out in the morning. Like you're already awake. You're not missing an alarm.
Yep.
The only thing you're worried about is not eating properly, which you can
True.
do during the morning as well.
True.
You're more likely to forget a bunch of stuff in the morning.
Yeah. That's true.
I would have a lot more anxiety as an athlete trying to make sure I'm awake and ready to go in the morning than
Yeah.
I would by the evening.
Yeah.
Now as a coach, just like Elijah said, I can leave. I can go home right after work.
Yeah.
It's already
Well, you
started
can
my
golf.
day.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have time to go golfing. You have time for
Yeah.
a lot of other things
Yeah.
because you weren't managing your time as appropriately. Like you talked about before in in season 2, how you like the routine and a morning routine like that and getting your longest part of the day done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gives you time even at work to watch your film.
Yeah, true. That's true. Well, that just wraps it up for Sideline Mornings today on our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all tuning in, viewing us, watching our stuff. We think we're funny. We hope you think we're funny. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Follow us on all our social medias. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. Follow us on Instagram. Check us out, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all of the good stuff. Click the buttons. Follow us. We're going to have more reels. We're going to have more stuff coming out this season as we get to season 2. But we're super excited. We love you. We appreciate you. And we see you guys next week.